Hello students, in this video you will learn how to generate the Python MySQL project for payroll system. What is payroll system? It is the automation of providing salary for employees in an organization. Okay, so let us see what are the steps involved in this. So I have given the project title as Payroll Management System. What is the problem statement? We are going to do this project in order to save and retrieve, that is to get the information of employees, personal information, that is name, address, phone number, blood group, what department, what is the qualification, date of retirement, date of joining, all those details we are going to save and retrieve. And we should also give options to update and delete. So we will add the details, we'll also give options to update or delete the information. Then addition of salary details. Updation of salary and deletion of salary, it is your choice. Generally, once a salary statement is generated, nobody will be able to update or delete. So I am not going to give these two options in this project demo now. In case you wish to add this, you can add these two options provided you get some password. So you will set some password while developing this project, and you will, when the user clicks on update or delete, you will ask the user to type the password, then so that any admin can do the option. Generally, once salary is provided, it is not allowed to update or delete. So I am not giving this option alone in this project. If you want, you can add it in your project. Then print the salary statement for the employee in a proper format. We can design and print it. So for this project, I have designed two tables. The first one is the personal table. I have given only 5 columns, but this is not enough. I have included employee number, name, date of birth, gender and department. But you will have to add date of joining, date of retirement, qualification, address, phone number, Aadhaar number. So all these things you have to add. So simply give a demo. I have given only 5 columns. So those who are going to do this project should include address, phone number, blood group, qualification, date of joining, date of retirement, because all these things are very important for getting the personal information of an employee. Then the salary table. Salary table contains the employee number, the basic pay. Then DA, what is the amount? Then HRA. These two things will be added. Suppose a person is getting 50,000 basic pay, 10,000, 5,000 will be added for DA and HRA, added along with basic pay. That will be the gross amount. 50,000 plus 10,000 plus 5,000, 65,000 will be the gross pay. PF, then loan, whatever you want to add, I have given only PF. You can add more columns if you want. PF and loan will be deducted. So I have given 2 common columns called addition and deduction. What is this addition? Suppose the company is giving any bonus or any other additional allowances, it can be added here. Other deductions, any other amount which has to be reduced, that can be given in the deductions column. So after adding these three will be subtracted from this amount, and finally what amount the employee is going to get, that will be saved in net pay. So these are the columns that are required for the salary table. So what is the first step? First, let us create a database named payroll. Then we will create 2 tables called personal and salary with the fields which I mentioned. So when you do your project, you can add or remove the columns which you don't require or which you require. Okay, and if you want, you can insert initial records also, but I am not going to add anything. I will directly do it from Python project itself. Okay, so let us go on to the initial project startup program. So first step before starting the project, you have to first create the tables. You will not create the table in MySQL. You have to do it from Python. Only when you do this, even when you run in school or at home, or you send the project to someone, they can first run this and create the tables automatically, and then they will run the project. Only that is the easiest way. So what is the step? I have imported MySQL.connector, established the connection and created a cursor object. So what should I do now? Execute my cursor to create the table. My cursor dot execute create table personal. What are the different fields I told you? I am going to create only 5. Employee number, integer, emp name, character of 25. You can even have a bigger size, character of 25. Then date of birth, data type. Then gender, character of 6, because male or female you can add. Then department, sales or HR or manufacturing or whatever department, character of 10. So this command is over. You have to close the quotes, right? So first table will be created. Then my cursor dot execute, create table, salary. What is the next table? Salary. What are the fields? Employee number, integer, basic pay, which is integer, DA integer. I'm not going to get any percentage. I will tell you what to do if you want to add any percentage. PF is also integer. Then additions and deductions. Then net salary. That is also integer. So with this, the table creation is over. Now I forgot to give the create database command. Dot execute, create database if not exists. That is important, because in case it is already there, so we need to give that also. Use payroll. So only if you use this, you can create the tables inside the database. Same way for create table also, if it is already existing, it will give an error. So create table if not exists, personal. So this if not exists keyword is very important. Otherwise you may end up in an error. So initial work is over. So whichever system you're going to run your project, first you will execute this program. So always have a copy of this in your mail so that you can run this whenever you want. So I'm executing this program first. Yes, now I've got the message. Congratulations, you can proceed with your project. So my database and tables are ready. Now let us move on to the main project. So what are the 3 different modules I'm going to do? Personal information, salary information, and report generation. These are the 3 different parts I'm going to work with. So if you are 3 students in a team, 1 student can do this personal information, 1 student can write coding for salary, 1 student can generate the report. Okay. So how am I going to design the main menu? When I run the program, this will be shown first. What will be shown? The heading Payroll Management System, and these choices will be shown for the user. So if I click option 1, employee should be added, option 2, edit, option 3, delete, option 4, pay salary, 5 is salary statement, 6 will exit from the project. So this is the order in which I am going to do the coding. So let me show you the demo of how I am going to do the code for this project. Now here I have established a connection for MySQL, declared a cursor, and I am showing the menu as add employee. Choice 2 is update employee. Press 3 to delete employee. 4 is to calculate salary. 5 is to print the salary statement, and 6 is to exit. So now what should we do? For every choice we are going to write separate functions, right? So choice equal to 1 to 6. I have declared 5 different functions, and 6 is to close the connection and stop the program. So if choice is equal to 6, I will close the connection. Otherwise, if the user presses some other input, I will give the message enter a valid input. So we should now start with add EMPL coding. What should we do in add EMPL? Input the employees, the personal details of an employee, and write the insert statement for the record to get added in the table, right? So let's do that now. So look at this, the first module, that is the employee, add employee, update employee, delete employee. All these 3 go hand in hand because we are going to deal with the personal table. So first, when you press the choice 1 to add, I have declared a function called add EMPL. For For choice 2, update EMPL. Choice 3, delete the employee. So for these three functions, I have given the coding here. What are you supposed to do? I have given only 5 columns in the table. So I am getting the input for these 5 fields. In case you are going to add date of joining, blood group, Aadhaar number, PF number, all those details, then you have to input all those details. Or for every column, you have to get the input. Now I am constructing the query, insert into personal values. For these 5 values, I have given this bracket so as to input the values using dot format method. Okay. So dot format, these 5 variables will be substituted in this place, right? So once you finish this, you can execute the query and print the message employee details added successfully, and you have to commit the connection because you're making a change in the value. Now, how to update the value? First, you have to decide what are all the different details you're going to allow the user to update. Anyway, the name is not going to change, date of birth is not going to change. So, all these details you need not update. Here, I'm going to give provision only to update the department because an employee may change to different departments. So, I will input the new department and get the employee number to update the department. And then how to construct the query? Update personnel, set department equal to the new value where employee number equal to, for which employee I am going to change the department. And once that is done, I will execute the query and print the message saying employee department details edited successfully. Then after delete, in case you want to delete an employee detail, you will ask the user to enter employee number and give the delete query. Delete from personnel where emp number equal to, and give a format. The employee details will get deleted. Now let us run this program and check if all these 3 modules are working well. I will give the choice as add employee, employee number 102, Shyam, date of birth 2000, month is October 23, gender male, department is sales. So it says employee details added successfully. So let me check in MySQL whether the record has been added. Yes, there are 2 records. I first tried one dummy record. So employee number 101, employee number 102. There are 2 employees now in the personal table. Okay. So let us now give edit option and check if it is getting updated. So I have pressed option 2, enter employee number. I am pressing 102. I can only change the department. I have given only that option. So for department, I am going to give engineering. Now it says employee department details edited successfully. So we will go to MySQL again and check if the department is changed. Yes, for Shyam, employee number 102, employee name Shyam, department is now changed to engineering. So the code is working well for update. So let's now check if the employee is getting deleted. So before that, I'm going to add a dummy employee so that I can delete the record. I've added an employee with number 103 and I'll go check first if it is added. Yes, now there are 3 records, employee number 101, 102, 103. I'm going to now delete 103 and check if it is working well. So choice 3, employee number is 103. It says employee details deleted successfully. Okay. So with this, we have completed the first part. Now we have to go to salary calculation. What should we do for salary calculation? Input the basic pay, HRA, DA, deduction, additions, PF and all that. Do all addition, deletion and print the final salary and save all the records, insert all the records in the salary table. Once you do this, option 4 will get over. So let us see how to give the code for salary calculation. So for salary calculation, which function should we do? If choice is 4, choice 4 is to calculate salary. I've written a function called salary. So for that, I'm going to give a code now. Def salary. How to give the code now? What are all the different input statements? You have to get them one by one and give the insert command like how you have given in add employee. Only thing we have to do two calculations: add the basic pay and all HRA, DA and other things, subtract the deductions like PF and other deductions, and calculate the net salary. After that calculation, you can insert all the values. Let me complete the code and show you. Here I've given the coding for salary calculation. First we'll ask the user to enter the employee number. Once the user types the employee number, you have to verify if that employee number is available in the personal table. So first select the details of that employee from personal table. Select star from personal where emp number equal to dot format of A. So if this employee is available, we'll have to check by fetch one and checking the row count. If the row count is 0, which means the employee number is not available in the personal table. Otherwise, we will do the salary calculation, which means the employee is present, you can calculate the salary. How do you calculate the salary? Input the basic pay, DA, HRA, additions if any, which means like any bonus or any other allowances, you can give it together. Then PF has to be reduced from the salary, other deductions, any other loan, or you can even give a column called loan, bonus, all that you can add. I have given the name called additions and deletions. You can give bonus, loan and other things. Now how to calculate the net pay? Basic plus DA plus HRA plus additions minus PF minus deductions. So once the net pay is calculated, we will give insert into salary values all the 7 columns or 8 columns. Whichever things you want to include, give within commas. Okay, and after that give dot format the variable names which you want to add. Once that is ready, you can execute the query and print a message saying salary details added successfully and commit the transaction. So we will now check how this works. Calculate salary option 4, employee number 102, basic pay 25,000, DA 12,000, HRA is 6,000, additions 1,000, PF 3,000, deductions say 500 rupees. So now it says salary details added successfully. For that you have to go to MySQL and check if the record is added. Select star from salary. Yes, here check the employee number 102, basic pay, DA, HRA, PF and the final net salary is 40,500. Right? So with this, the salary table is also over. Now the last option which is available is to print the salary statement. The print format you have to get it ready. There is a function called statement. I have to write coding for this. So how do you give the coding for that? Go to def and write def statement. Now what are you supposed to do here? Ask the user to input the employee number. Now the problem is for every employee we'll give salary for every month. So I forgot to add the column called date of salary, right? Or month of salary. Which month? Month in the sense you can type it as August 25, September 25. When you save it that way, it will be easy to fetch the records. I didn't add that column. When you do the project, compulsorily add that because we will give salary for every month. So if you want to print a statement for which month you need the statement, in that case you need the column called salary month. So after getting the employee number, ask the input, enter the salary month and save it. Okay. So now I have only one record, so I won't have any problem in fetching. But when you do the project, do add the salary month column. So let me show you how to fetch the records and print it neatly on the screen for the salary statement. I've completed the coding for printing the salary statement. For printing the salary statement, first you should enter the employee number. Then in any salary statement, first the employee details will get displayed. What are the details to be displayed in a salary statement? Employee number, employee name, a month of salary, what is his designation, which department. These 5 important details you need to display. But designation I have not saved, date of joining and salary month. All these details I have not saved, so I am not printing them. I have given a sample of only employee name and department. Other details, when you create the project, you have to add them also and add another print statement to print the designation, salary month and other details. Okay. Now, how to fetch the records from the salary table? The salary is already given. You're just going to print the statement. So, select star from salary where emp number equal to and fetch the salary for this employee. But you need to add another condition saying where emp number equal to this and salary month equal to or salary date equal to, and give that date also. Only then you can print for that particular date. Now, I have only one record, so this is not an issue. After that, fetch that record. Then to display the name and other details, you should also fetch the records from the personal table. One from salary table and one from personal table. Salary records I have given in variable yes. Personal records I have given in variable P. Now, how to display the detail? Employee name, department are all in personal table. So, P of 1, P of 4 according to the column number I have given. Okay. Then I am printing a heading called salary statement ABC Private Limited. I have printed here. Then what are the different details that should be printed? For that we need the basic pay, HRA, give the captions, and to print it in an aligned way. In the place where the number has to get printed, I am giving size 7. Because it is right alignment, I have to give colon greater than symbol 7. Which means in this place, this dot format S of that basic pay will get printed and the maximum size allotted is 7 digits so that it will look straight while printing. Okay. And for PF, I am going to print it in this place with 7 spaces. Now, how should I give it here? For dot format of S of 1 and S of 4. Okay. You can even take a screenshot of this and try it in your coding. You have to give whichever place you need to print that number, you have to give it within this flower brackets, colon, greater than symbol stands for right alignment. Less than symbol stands for left alignment. Because they are digits, I am giving them as right alignment. Okay. So, HRA, additions, gross salary, deductions, everything I am printing here. Okay. And finally, the net salary I have already saved as the last column, 8th column. So, S of 7. All these details we will print in a neat format. With that, the salary statement will be ready. So, let me run the program and show you how it is getting displayed. So, print salary statement option is 5. Employee number is 102. But actually, when you do the coding, you should also get for which month or give salary date and ask the user to type that also and search for that record. Now, look at this. Yes. See. ABC Private Limited, employee name, department, designation I have not typed but just given the caption to show you how neatly it gets printed. Employee name Shyam, department engineering, salary statement for the month of, you can also include the month name here because I have not saved them, I am not displaying. So look at this basic pay, PF, actually this is any other caption which you wish to display, deductions, other deductions, okay. So total deductions here. And finally the net salary. So hope you understood how to do this project. See, it's such a simple project, you can do it yourself. Try this. If you have any problem, post it in the comment section. Hope you all understood how to go about doing the project. After this, you can do the project documentation. The project documentation I have included in the previous 2 videos of student management system and supermarket billing system. So for this project also you can use the same thing. Thank you.